Wednesday evening, and I'm very excited to be here today with you all because we have the Open to break down, and I can tell you right now, we have the top 3 finishers on the show today, and we're going to go through it step by step to see how the Open all unfolded and paint a picture if you were not there. What a lovely day it was. Everything was awesome. The weather was awesome. The course played awesome, and I think there's some great golf going around. At one point, there must have been over 10 guys under par, and then as it got to the end, it started whittling down, and at the end, only one champion finished under par. So that is the Open, and we've got plenty more to discuss. As you know, I always have little things to add into it, from trivia to funny videos. And then we'll head on to Houghton, because Sunday Series 1 is back on, and that is this Sunday at Houghton. And we've got to get ready for it. Sure, the golf just does not end, and we love it. That's the best part. So thanks for joining us, whether it is live now or on YouTube later. Thanks for watching. It's much appreciated, and it's good to get everybody talking golf and Duckhook. This is our show today. We've got the champion next to me, Donnie Caldenes. Donnie, give us a wave.
Hello, guys. Hope everybody had a good week so far.
It takes Donnie to win something to come back on the show, because he had a 2-week hiatus. So thank you for coming back at least.
That's a big smile, eh?
No. It was just last 2 weeks I had to do some daddy duty time here, so it's all taking a bit of easiness now here at home. So yeah, that's why I'm back.
As I mentioned, it is the top 3, and we've got Ian, who came second. So there he is, right in the corner. Hello, Ian. Well done. Your swinger form is treating you well lately. At one point, not even a month ago, you wanted to break things, and now you're happy with life again.
After the Open, I still want to break my putter.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, 4 putted, a few holes. So yeah, threw it away.
That's the putter, you know. It always comes down to tournaments. The guy who puts probably the best. Frikkie, you say you had a terrible round and you finished 3rd. I wish I could say so much.
The putter worked this time, so that I can say. But the overall round, aiming left of the fairways, finding my ball in the right of the rough, for instance. So that was my game. Adapted well, I think, but I think the putter really saved my butt there.
So this was you, Frikkie, on the first tee.
Yeah, no.
That kind of looks like me, yes. But yeah, I got lucky bounces. I must be honest. I mean, even that par 5, I think the first par 5, I was hitting it into the bushes down the right, and bounced in the middle of the fairway. So yeah, I had a lucky day. I must be honest.
I was the same. Oh, happy to get going, and then my first shot off the first tee went a bit too far left. Joined somebody for tee and said, "How's it going?" Don't mind me. I'm just looking for my golf ball. It's not in this bread bin. It's not in this fruit bowl. Okay, let me just drop. And proceeded to smash the best 5-iron I've hit in a long time, and then try hang on, but it was not to be.
You still made a good 5 there, Maz.
I did make a good 5. That was probably the best shot I hit all day, and that was the second one, and then it didn't come back. Hello, boys. We've got Leon Kruger who's joined us. Vickers Albers always joins us. Leon van Aarde. It would be nice to see you one day, Leon, back in the Duckhook competition. Yanni Venter doesn't miss Shahan Siaman. Hello. Sounds like the Frick at the Draad Camille 2.
Yeah.
Camille. What does that mean? What's the joke?
I don't know. We'll find out probably on this weekend.
Okay, Ryan Owen is also here joining us, but thanks again. Let's get some updates. What's happening? Well, we're into July. Can you believe it? We're halfway into the second half, should I say, of the season. And this is what's coming up. I mentioned Houghton is coming up, and that is this Sunday. Everything is ready to go. The player pack is ready to go. The field and the handicaps. All it is a nice day to look forward to. Thursday at Glendower, one of the better courses in Gauteng. We're looking forward to that on the 13th of July. And then we're off to Rand Park, the Bush Willow course. Haven't been there in a while, on the 23rd of July. So if you haven't made your booking, and you still need to, they should join us, hey, boys.
Yeah.
Maz, I think the last time we played Bush Willow was, wasn't it when we came back from COVID almost?
Even no, I can tell, if I'm not wrong, the last time we played Bush Willow was when Jacques Greyling or Johannes Greiling, he actually won it on that day. And how long has he been away? So it could be a while.
Yeah, wasn't it Hansi that won there?
No, he won Firethorn on Thursday series.
Oh, was it
It
Firethorn?
wasn't a Sunday. Bushwillow's been a while because generally when we go back, it's Firethorn. But this time it is Bushwillow. Let's have a go. I always like to say, I like that course. I used to play there a lot, but that doesn't mean shit nowadays. So we'll just keep going. I thought this would be interesting, gentlemen. Once again, the SA Top 100 website has come up with the top 20 locker rooms in South Africa. Well, I've got the top 20. There's a top 100. Would you like to see what the top 20 locker rooms are in South Africa?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's say this. Anybody want to guess number one?
Blair Athol.
Yeah, I think we're same as Fricky, Blair Athol.
Okay, Donnie, choose another one.
Yeah. Let's
Saltdowns.
Blank.
No, man. No. It's like, let's go Leopard Creek.
Yes. Okay, well done. At least the three of you have managed to get 3 of the top 20 courses in the country. So let's have a look. Pretoria Country Club is ranked number 1, and I can understand why, because their change rooms are over the top flamboyants, should I say. Leopard Creek is number 2. And I don't know why they do this, where they go CCJ number 3 Woodmead, CCJ number 4 Rocklands. It's the same
one.
So
Yeah.
why waste the spot? So Blair Athol should actually be 4th. But I just wrote it down the way it is. It's the same for Royal East and West, 8 and 9. It's the same place. But Blair Athol is there. That is a stunning locker room if you have not seen it. And you will see it if you qualify for the Summer Cup. Stain City's locker room is also fantastic.
Yeah. Also not a bad one.
Yeah. The showers at Stain City are the best. If you have to if you have to take one extra and say the best showers, I would say Stain City. Steenberg, I don't know. Royal, we all know. Vast and posh. Houghton, they've got up there. Let's go to the second page. This is 11 onwards. Bryanston. Olivewood, I wouldn't know. Serengeti, there it is. Mount Edgecombe. Yeah. They've done the same thing with 14 and 18. Now, explain to me how one is 14 and one is 18. Has somebody played there where is it 2 different change rooms?
No, as far as I know, it's the same clubhouse. So it's definitely not.
I see some flaws. Champagne Sports, the Durban Country Club, I don't know. Pearl Valley, I would have thought would have been higher. But if I do remember Pearl Valley, it is a bit pokey. Gary Player, Sun City. And then Park View is 20. So if you want to see the entire list, just go to their website and check what it is. I wanted to ask, where is Olivewood? Does anybody know where Olivewood is?
No. No idea.
Ek het aandrukskunde gedryf.
Anybody in the chat line know where Olivewood is?
Must be like I think Cape area. I think that's where I would think it is.
It's got Cape in the name.
So yeah, somewhere there.
Zane Nell, welcome. Thanks for joining us. I would live in River Club's locker room. Bloody hell.
Yeah. Maso, sorry man, I just quickly want to give a shout out to my moedertjie daarso, ou Peter Weber. Hello mama.
Peter
Sy's daarso. Sy kyk vir my. Daai
Peter Weber. Okay. Jason says hours are cuck. Sorry. It's actually not that bad, Jay. I think on the list it's not too far down from where I stopped. So out of 400 and odd courses in South Africa, at least you're in the top 50.
Serengeti must be higher up because for a free beer you get.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. So let's get to the Open. Here we go. This is how it all ended. Donnie Gelden is champion, 3,000 credits. As I mentioned, the only person under par, 850 ranking points, which did a massive, massive favor for you in the player of the ranking race. And Holtzy, there you are. 1,000 credits and a Cleveland wedge from Srixon, sponsored by Srixon. Fricky, there you are. And then Adam Ford, Jaco Jacobs, Stefan and Ritz. Nice to see the Masters champion also finishing well in this Open. Gary Mansfield in the top 10. Vickers Albert, well done. I think he's playing off the lowest handicap on the day to finish +2 and a low. And Granwell Williams, that is your top 10. Before we look at the scorecards, I'm sure everybody wants to know what the guys had to say afterwards. So I'm going to show you what the top 5 had to say, and then we'll break it all down. So here is what they had to say.
Really tried to just like chill, have fun. I didn't think about the golf too much, and you know, like you guys said, when we played, you know, you could see I was concentrating on my shots, but between that I was joking around, having chats and stuff. So yeah, no, it was a lacquer day out. I really enjoyed it, played good shots, one bad shot to spoil the whole round, but yeah, still pretty good.
Best part of your game today?
Sure. I think the big thing is not hitting driver on every hole. So like I won't say I had a game plan coming into the game, but the thing is, I said to myself, I just want to be in play. So you know, there were some tee boxes where I hit a 7-iron off a tee box, you know, on a par 4. So it was just to get myself in the right spot. So that I really did well today. I know the game is turning, which is nice because the last few rounds was basically one bad 9, one great 9, and today both happened at the same time. So hopefully this momentum can just go through.
Last question, 850 ranking points. That's going to do a massive jump for the player of the season. Are you going for another player of the
Well, it's not on my mind, I will be honest. And obviously spending some time more with Callum and Benito is like at home, you know, so I missed a few events. I might still miss a few more, but if I can keep it up, maybe win the Classic again, that would be quite nice. You know, it might be there, but it's not definitely on the mind to say that I'm targeting that this year.
Yeah, I'm great from the tee. Patching was nice, chipping was nice. Yeah, so my first time at the Botsy and I've enjoyed it.
what was the best part of your game?
I would say my chipping. Yeah.
And did you think you had a chance?
Yeah, most definitely. I was at -3 at the stage with 5 holes left. And then I think 14, 15, 16, 17 at 4 holes. I made 1-pointers, 3 putted and 4 putted. So yeah, I just threw it away a bit.
Scoreboard pressure?
Yeah, it's a fitness, scoreboard pressure is all in one, yeah. Yeah, look, with the points I've received today, ranking points, I should be in the top 10. 21 games today, so yeah, I've qualified now for the 21 games for the play of the season, and then yeah, just to make top 5 this year.
Tied second though, so it's lacquer. I struggled actually. I mean, it was a big fade game for me today. Driver was very low with a big fade, every iron shot with a big fade, so struggled a little bit. Got the hang of it though. Boxed a few monster putts just to keep me in the game. So yeah, it was a good game though. Yeah, look, I think the form is pretty solid at this point. Playing off a 7 handicap, which is decent for me. Striking, as I mentioned, it's a bit sluggish at this stage, but enjoying the game though. Had a lekker voorbal with Vikas and Gerard and my teammate Leon. So yeah, it was good, and hope to keep going on.
Adam, top 5 finisher at the Open. Happy with it?
Yes, very happy with it. Better than my last week's 92 and the week before's 90. It was good golf today. Very happy.
Best part of your game?
Mindset. Mindset was my best part. I sort of was calm, didn't get upset with bad shots, and I think I putted fairly well today. Didn't have any 3 putts, so I was quite happy with that.
The course
Was great. Greens were good. Fairways were nice and firm, so it was in really good condition. It was nice to play. Thanks, Ibotsi.
I think for the last 3 or 4 games, my game is starting to pick up. It was a slow start to the season, and I know I'm happy with it.
How did you play?
Yeah, once again, you know, started off not too well, and also a double bogey on the first hole next to a green for 2. But keep it all together. You know, the nemesis is always number 12. Yeah, but otherwise it was good golf.
There you go. And the challenge for our boys now is not to repeat any of that stuff on the show because we've just heard it. Well done. Eddie says, Olivewood between Haga and East London. Beautiful layout. Well, there you know, close to East London. Thank you, Eddie, for watching and giving us the answer to that. I didn't know it was Eastern Cape, which was kind of vague, but now we know. It's London. Boys, here we go. Donnie, Jason's asking if your swing at the top is slower than her Dickie's now. Is it? It certainly does look like it has slowed down and paused longer.
Yeah, Maz. Like when I saw that video actually earlier today, I got a bit of a fright because for me it didn't feel that long of a pause. So yeah, it's like definitely longer than what I expected, but not done intentionally.
And we were speaking while that was going, and I said, Donnie, did you notice me film you once? And he said, not once. So my job was done well, because we were really egging Donnie to get over the line. I was confident, and you were playing so well on the day. Nothing was flustering you. You were making the right decisions. It was a real pleasure to watch you really play as well as you did. So when we go through your scorecard, I want you to just highlight some things. Let's start, though, where everything changed. Amen corner. Right? You get on the back nine, you make an unfortunate bogey because of a rather average putt from the back of the green on the 10th.
Yeah,
Then
Maz.
You get to 11, 12, 13, and birdie. Take us through it.
Yeah, so after the turn, I was 2 under because I know you. Almost every hole you said to me what my score was. I didn't even need to look. But I got to the 10th hole and I actually hit a good tee shot, good second shot. I thought the putt was going to be quicker from off the green, and I made unfortunate, like you can say, 3 putt from off the green. Mm-hmm. And I just literally went to the tee box at the top. I told myself I'm 1 under. I didn't look at the scoreboard the whole time, but I just said, okay, back to business, and I stuck to my guns. I got the distance. I took my club and did my same setup routine, and that was a crack of a shot, almost to a foot from the hole, made the tap and birdie. And
we thought if that spun a little bit more right, that was going to go in. But it landed literally, boys, from that height, it landed like this right next to it.
Yeah, no, it was a bring back. So after that hole, I knew I was -2. And I said to myself, if like on the tee box, I tried to keep like positive, because the 12th hole is literally my aim. Even when it was a short par 3, when they were building or repairing the hole, I just hated that hole. And I just said 4 iron off the tee box, and I got myself into play with the second shot with a 6 iron. And I had actually hit a good pitching wedge pin high just left and boxed the putt. And I'll be honest, if somebody told me beforehand, take a 5 and run, I would have been to the next tee box in 2 seconds, not even thinking I'll make a birdie. But yeah, and at that stage, it was just same thing. The next hole was like, I think you took an iron off the tee box, Fats took a driver, and I was tempted. And I just thought, let's just stick to my guns, play risk-free golf. And I took a 5 iron, hit it close, and made the birdie from there as well. I hit it, I think, to a meter.
And then you still proceeded to make some good putts. Like the next 14th, you made a long putt. You got a nice read from Fats, and you made a long putt to stay there. The 18th, stroke 18, the par 3, the same. Where else? The 16th, you could have birdied that hole easily. You missed it like this, so that could have been 5 under. The 17th, you stroked. You made your par.
But I also made it was a good attempt to birdie. It was literally just right of the hole. So
great shot.
Yeah, it's like I said, the only blemish for me was my second shot on 18 that I got too greedy. It's like if I played the same as I did the previous 17 holes, that would have been an easy gap wedge down there, sandwich or gap wedge on again. And like I said, I was lucky because that bunker shot out of the bunker there was literally just out of thick rough. And
sure, I can tell you we were like, whoo, because the whole day it didn't look like you were going to. It looked like the tournament was yours to lose the whole day. That's how well you played. But Ian was right up there. Ian, when Donnie and myself finished, you were 3 under, not too far behind, 1 shot. And then we had to watch. And as we refreshed, unfortunately, hole by hole, you lost a shot. Take us through your scorecard.
Yeah, Maz, I started at hole number 10, had a good start, 2 pars. Stroked the holes. It was -2 after 2, and the hole 9, I was -1, -2 the whole time. Hole number 14, number 15, I 3 putted. It could have been better. And then on hole number 18, I missed a little short putt like this for another par. -1 on the turn. We were about 5 guys, and I said to myself, listen, I have a chance, My first time at the Botsy, my 50th course, can be a fairy tale ending for me.
Yeah.
And then hole number 1, I pulled the driver to the flats, hit the roof.
Oh, wow.
Nee. Look back at Grant. Grant was just shaking his head. No one believed it, but the spotter said the ball is again in the fairway, bounced back into the fairway. So I walked out off with a 5. Also, a little bit longer putt missed for my par putt. So yeah, and that is where the putting started to be a bit messy. And yeah, 3 and 4, I parred, I was -3. And then I looked the first time at the scoreboard again and said, listen, okay, I'm good now, I'm -3. Looking what the other guys are doing, and then I saw Donnie, -4. And then when I started to push a bit, to chase him, and that the chasing got me. Yeah, missed putts, missed the greens, things like that. I remember 5. Yeah, it was number 5, that par 5. Number 5 is number 6, the last par 5.
7.
Number 7. I 4 putted. I was free next to the green, pin high, and I 4 putted, things like that. So yeah, just messed it up.
Well, not bad for the first time at Ibotsi. And while we're talking about Ibotsi, let's give us a bit of a ranking. What did you think for the first time out there? And don't forget, we go back in September for a Sunday series game, so you know this time what it looks like. What do you rate it?
Yeah, I'm not a great fan of that for the long rough and that open type of golf courses, the more the links. So I will give it about 6.5.
Okay, interesting. Donnie, where's a rating?
Yeah. Okay. Well, obviously it's like a little bit biased, but I can't fault the course. The fairways was par for this time of the year that it's going to run a lot more. The rough is always going to be like rough there. But I really enjoyed the greens. I got the speed of the greens quite quick. So for me, yeah, I would say it's like 8.5, 9.
Yeah. And guys in the chat line, give us your rating. What you think of the course out of 10. Fricky, give us one.
Yeah, Mazza, I would give it a 7.5. I enjoyed the course. Not a Lynx fan, not a Ibotse fan as an example. Maybe in the summer it's really good, but yeah, the Open is a tough one for me. So yeah, not the favorite.
Ibotse is different. There is no course like it in Houghton, so that's why we enjoy going to it. It's another test. Otherwise, it would just be another boring Parkland course. I'd give it 7.5. That's what I would give it. I did before we started. I got some predictions from the boys on the driving range, and I wanted to see if anybody could get it. So have a listen to these predictions and see if anybody got it or if you got it. Winning score?
-4.
-2.
So winning score?
-1.
-3.
-3.
-2.
-2.
-1.
Winning score?
-7.
-7.
-5.
Winning score?
-2.
-2.
So the first guy we spoke to, Mr. Sneyman, he got it right, -4. But generally the consensus were kind of -2, -3, -7, or it was a -7. There would have been a lot of good golf extra that happened.
Mazza, at least Gerard did something right on that day, eh? Because I mean, it was a poor day for him, eh?
Exactly.
Gerard?
Hansi says an 8. Yanni says 8. Stefan Alberhauser, thanks for watching. 7.5. Vickers, 7.5. Can't believe I'm saying an 8, says Leon. And then Glenn says 8. Well done, Glenn. I'm sure you enjoyed your first major. It was good to have you with us and on board. And I'm sure you are not going to miss another one. Whole rank. Now, this is interesting because the whole ranks is, this time around, it is stroke play, not points as we normally look at, because it's a medal event. And I wanted to point out to you that the 12th hole, that par 5 that we all love to hate, its average is almost a double bogey, 6.82. Can you believe that, fellas?
Yeah, like I think if you look at the layout, and I think that's what puts you off, because a lot of the guys hit fades like from a tee box, so it's so easy to hit it in the water. But then if you just correct, or if you double cross yourself, you hit it in the embankment on the left. So, from a driving point of view, it's quite a tough driving hole. So to see that, it's a true reflection.
But
Trust me, I
especially from that
contributed.
specific location as well, because normally you hit over the water, on the far right, and you mostly aim for the bunker. Now you're on the left, and it's like a Highland Gate shot that you're gonna. I mean, it's gonna fade into the water if you're a fader. So it makes it more tough on the left side.
As I was saying, I contributed to that 6.82 with my 9, I think it was on the day.
Yes.
Yeah.
And,
I had a 7 on that one, so yeah, I also.
What?
I think that's also where Yaku's wheel started to go off.
Yeah. Let's have a look. Anything else that really stands out? The easiest hole was the par 3 second. Funny enough, the longest par 3 on the course, but that was also a bogey average.
Yeah. It's interesting that, like for me, that bar the 12th hole, but the other par 5s didn't get like a better, average. Like if you look, the 7th hole, I think, is the easiest one out of all the par 5s.
Yeah, which you wouldn't think.
Yeah.
So 7th hole can bite you if you get that wrong. The second hardest hole was the par 4 third hole, which is surprising. 5.43, so almost double bogey average. So that's interesting. 29 birdies on the day, 255 pars, 263 bogeys, doubles 136, triples 63, and nightmares 46. Like how they say nightmares. There was nightmares, but it was fun. What's coming up next, gentlemen? Well, we all start again to make it for the Players' Championship at Blair Athol coming up on the 24th of September, which is a Sunday. And we pretty much got the course to ourselves. The top 48 qualifiers and exam players will be teeing it up. It all starts at Houghton. And Flicky, remind the guys who don't know, how does the qualifying work? Put you on a spot.
Thank you for the spot. Obviously, the top, I think it's 8 guys. I'm kind of waffle now on this one. And then
14, top 14.
14. Oh, it's close enough.
From each
And then remember the Thursday, guys, you can also play on the Sunday. So please, it's good for you guys to come and play on the Sunday major. It's going to be lekker. Trust me.
There we go. That will be the last Sunday. And then the Summer Cup is the last major. And that will be back on a Friday because we have awards. Anything you would like to add to it, Ian, from Ibotsi before we wrap it up?
Yeah, we are playing Ibotsi again later this year. I think in August. So I'm actually looking forward for that to see if I can repeat my getting even again. So yeah, it's going to be quite a challenge.
When it's summer and it's nice and green, at least the ball doesn't run as much as it can. So that does help. Let's have a look at what the players' rankings look like. This is after the Open now. We have done 21 events, everybody. So the halfway stage has been met to qualify for the Player of the Season. So from the next one forward, a lot of these guys are going to be dropping out because they are not going to make 21. I can use some examples. I don't think Mark, Charles, or Lukey will make 21 events. Neither will Nico. Edwin is now gone. So this whole top 10 will change next time we show it. But Stefan Enrit is still leading the way on 187 average points because he had a top 10 finish. So he made some points to push his average even further up. But look, Frikkie, you're 119 after your 400 odd points.
Yeah, Mazza, I must be honest that a bit surprised. But happy that the guys know that the Frikkie Meister is coming, eh?
And I suppose Ian, you're not too far, and Donnie, you're not too far.
Yeah, I have done my own calculations already. So yeah, Flicky is actually number 2 and I'm number 11.
So are these calculations with the 21?
Yeah, if you take out everyone that played 11 rounds, I said 11 is halfway, so it's 11.
Oh, okay. So Frikkie's second.
Second, actually, Donnie's 7, I'm 11th.
Oh, wow.
Mazza.
And Maz, you're 29th.
Don't worry about me. Yes,
So
Mazza first.
First is Alan Lowe.
Is it?
He played 11, so he's just making the cut on 11.
So right, I must be in a break.
Mazza,
Grant and Gerard.
Doesn't this ring a bell of how I was also like a year and a half, 2 years ago with all the stats and everything?
Ian, have another child, then you lose interest.
Two is enough for me. Thank you. I'm done.
You don't. Let's have a look at the total, because that was the last event to crown the winner of the halfway mark, Srixon hamper. Grant Nell, first player to go past 2,000 points. 2022.08, and I think that's 17 events. Donnie, there are you. Jumped up with your 850 ranked points. You're now second, not too far behind him. And I'm going to keep this going for the rest of the year so we can see who is the most points earner. Fricky, you're now third. So, esteemed company, everybody. This is what it looks like. So, congratulations to Mr. Nell for winning the Srixon hamper, which consists of bags, two dozen of, he wants XVs, 2 caps and 2 gloves. 2 victories this year out of his 17 events. So, well done. Yay.
Just for the record, I also had 2 victories. Huh? I'm just saying. Huh? One doesn't count.
Where did you have 2 victories?
Krugersdorp and Zebula.
Oh, it's this again.
Limpopo is not part of Gauteng.
And Limpopo is not part of Houghton. It doesn't count. This was Ibotsi. I wanted to show you this. So this puts it in perspective. Donnie, you can take us through this.
Sorry, I'm just showing here. It's like a 7-iron. It's looks like a ball flight of 20% and roll out for 80. Pitching wedge 50-50, and then the lob wedge 80, ball flight 20. That is true. Longer irons were rolling, definitely.
How often did you chip with something other than a sandwich?
Yeah, it's like not a lot. It was more like a bumper run, like a few holes that I did. So not a lot with lob wedge.
I can be honest. I don't think I ever do the 7-iron thing. Like the most, it's like wedge and sandwich for me. What about you boys?
Yeah, I'm using my.
Yeah.
Yeah, I normally use my pitching wedge and a 9-iron to do my bump and run. Or just a pitching shot that you roll out to the hole.
Okay. Leon says, are we going to organize a Braai for Braai Day? I'm sure we can. We just need a reminder, Fricky, to organize a Braai for Braai Day.
Yeah, we're going to definitely do that, guys. Trust me.
Okay, great. Let's. I saw this and I thought this was very funny because we've all been there. So this is another funny video.
Gonna be like a 5-hour round.
Yeah,
dude.
I know.
Hey guys, I'm gonna have to ask you to pick up the pace of play, all right?
Yeah, I know. They're super slow. We've been waiting on them all day. It's,
Yeah, well, the guys behind you say they were waiting on you.
Yeah, we know, but we can't go anywhere.
Can you see them on the green? Can you see them on the green, sir?
I'm getting a very slow vibe here. Even the way you said that was a little too slow.
I'll show you a slow vibe, old man. You know what? I'll show you a slow vibe. I'll show you. Yeah, okay.
What do you want us to do? Ideally, what would you like us to do, sir?
Ideally? Well, I'd like you to not be the love child of a turtle and a sloth, but I guess it's a little too late for that, isn't it?
You just ruined it. Hey. It's okay.
Are you emotionally rattled right now? Is this going to haunt you for the rest of your round?
Yes, we're emotionally rattled.
Nice. All right, just doing my job. Enjoy your round.
I'm better than you. I'm bigger than you.
Okay, you are.
I had to laugh when I saw that.
It's awesome. I think I'm going to do that next time when Donnie plays in front of us with that slow swing of him. Eh?
Yeah.
Hit it harder, faster.
You know who that makes me think of?
Yes.
Ferdi at Island Gate.
Yeah. Ferdi. If you don't know Ferdi at Highland Gates, Ian, you'll meet Ferdi at Highland Gate. That's for
looking
sure.
forward.
Because that is coming. It's almost 2 months away. Rick and myself had a meeting earlier today just to start discussing things. And there's a lot that goes into a tour like this. It's going to take 2 months to get this thing to awesome stage.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I know Donnie wants to win that desperately. Right, boys, let's move to Houghton. We've got Houghton this week on Sunday. I have a trivia for you, as always. How many South African Opens has Houghton Golf Club hosted and go?
4.
5.
I think 8.
Okay, so we've got 4, 5, and 8. Anybody in the chat line? I'm going to give you some time. You do some predictions. And if somebody can spit out a winner at the end of this, of one of these, it doesn't matter when, I'll also be very happy. So we'll get to that. Standings, Fricky. This is Sunday Series 1.
Yeah, baby. That's lekker om te sien. Ja, so Frikadelle is hier op nommer 1. Dan is dit Grampies de Villiers.
Only by 2 points.
73 points. And Janneman Venter, 172 points. Pieter Zak, and Laboratories on tied 4th. We've got Vickers Lee on 168 points, Jaco Swanepoel 7th, tied with Stefan Henrit on 166 points, and Mr. Gerber himself 165, and unfortunately Edwin Stolz will fall out because he's traveling to the Cape.
Not traveling, gone. Gone.
Gone.
All right, here we go. Some Houghton information. Ranked 32 in the country. It hosted the 2022 Joburg Open, which feels like that was the other day when Dan Brett won on 21 under. So there's something to aim for. 62 by Tristan Stradom is the record. 11 birdies.
Sure.
Founded in 1923, rebuilt in 2010. Right. We've all played Houghton. We all know what Houghton's about, right?
Yeah.
Donnie, you've
Lots of
won there
slopes.
twice. You know it backwards. So if ever you're eyeing another win, this is the one. Did you win last year? Who won last year?
I think I did.
You won
year,
last year. Sure.
Yeah.
Ian, you know Houghton?
Yeah, I played last year.
Mm-hmm.
So I was sub for Rajon with Jacob's partner, and we lost against them. I lost against Paul Ricketts and Robert Michael.
What can we expect, boys, from Houghton? I would love to show you flyovers, but it doesn't exist, I'm afraid. Houghton, it's winter, so I'm sure it's not going to be lush and green. I'm sure the greens are going to be fast.
That's it. Houghton's always renowned for fast greens, and every time we play there, it's like I always still say, it's like you need to miss the ball on the right side of those greens, because not to sound badly towards Houghton, but if you're stuck on the wrong side of the green, you've got a couple of putt type of holes that you go through with up and down and side slopes. So yeah, I think the best putt on the day is definitely gonna walk away with the win.
Cool. Let's have a look at the pins. This is what we're playing for. A lot of time that we have to do it on the 7th, there amongst the hotel. So the 7th will be Srixon sponsored close to the pin. The 13th will be the closest in 2. That is after the stroke 1. And then the 16th over the water. It will be interesting to see where that pin is going to be this time, or more so, where the tee box is going to be.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to think where that tee box can be, but it's probably going to be a 200-meter iron on that one. It normally plays about 190 thereabout.
It can easily be 200.
Maybe a 4 iron.
We have to smash it. So that is what we can look forward to. I've got the tee sheets ready for you. Would you like to see the tee sheets? And
yes.
Look, I'm interested to see what Donnie's handicap is going to be. All of this.
A 2.
Here we go. We start at 11:21, everybody, and we go to 12:30. Again, it's no excuse to play slow. We really need to keep it going so we can get everybody in. We've got a host of tee match plays because they're all getting them in before the end of July, so we can move on to the next stage. Having a look at this page, does anything jump out at you, gentlemen?
No.
I can't see the handicaps, it's too small.
Yeah,
too small.
Struggling to see it a bit, yeah.
Okay, I am looking. Fricky, you are a 6, I can tell you that much.
What?
You're playing off a 6. Donnie, you are playing off a 2, which is your Duckhook, so you've lost a shot.
Okay.
Ian's on the other page. I am not on this page, but there we go. This will be sent out tomorrow, everyone. Oops. This is the 10th. I'm playing a match play game against Cornell and Koos. That will be to decide who goes through in our team to the next round. And then, Ian, you've got a super sub, Mr. Kevin Ho. And when I told you today, and I'm interested in this, when I told you today that Barent is unable to make it, you had the world at your feet to choose who's going to be your super sub. So I want to know how many stats and how involved it was choosing Kevin to be your super sub.
So when you called messaged me and said, listen, Barent can't make it, I called Barent and we had a discussion. So obviously there was a few candidates. Fricky was one of them, and so but we decided to have a player that has more or less the same handicap than me.
Mm-hmm.
So Wimpy will drop to 0, Graham will maybe 3 or 4, and then I will be a 7, and I think Kevin should be a 6.
Mm-hmm.
So it's getting more chances for us to make the pass on that 3-pointers on that holes. Kevin is a good putter, so he can show us the meter way, hopefully. So yeah, and he's on form this last couple of days rounds. So yeah.
So you got no
That would be
excuse.
the best bet, man. I would have given you all the lines. I promise you. Eh? Next time, just choose me. Eh?
I did say, what about Frikkie? And then he said, no, why would I want to choose Frikkie? He was not.
Frikkie's handicap was a bit too low.
So you have no excuse then.
Yeah,
Ian?
guys, my handicap is too low now. Eh? Just listen.
We've got
What
a
is
few.
Kevin's handicap?
Kevin is 13.
Yeah.
How's that? You're a 14. Vimpy is a 10. And Graham is a 12.
Okay.
We've got 2 singles games. And then we'll finish those. And then I think we only got 2 left. And then the singles are done. We've got Kyle Mitchell taking on Frikkie Steyn and Leon Duplessis. Who else do we want to know from a handicap point of view?
Brian Owens.
Brian Owen is an 18.
Yeah, the ringer.
He's a ringer. He's watching. Tell him. Let me give you.
Brian, you're a
Hold on.
proper ringer on 80.
Brian, you're a proper ringer. Okay, so that's what Houghton is. I wanted to show you. Don't forget, we've got the 4-Ball Alliance happening, which is brought to us by Killarney. So each player in the 4-Ball Alliance will get a round at Killarney. Thank you very much, Jason, for sponsoring this. So something to play for. Exciting. I want to go back to the trivia. The trivia was, how many South African Opens has Houghton hosted in the past? And the answers are, Donnie went with 8. Ian went with 5.
Got 4.
You got 4. I got a whole host of answers. I just got to go up. Martin says 7. Gary says 10. Hansi says 9. And I assume this is for the open question and not a ranking of a golf course. Vicar says Trevor Miller. Brian says 7 SA Opens, Gary Player won there 8 times. Funny guy, this say. Not only is a ringer, he's a funny guy. Yanni, Leon, 29.
No, he meant 8. He meant 8.
Oh, sorry, 8. Oh, there we go. OBS taking hold. Ryan Jensen getting ETP on 16 using driver again. Yes, of course he will. Anybody else? No. Going through. Yanni says a 5. Donnie, you are correct.
Hy wen alweer.
He just keeps winning. We can't get rid of this winning mentality.
That was just a pure lucky guess. Yes.
And did you say any of the golfers who would have won? Take a guess.
No. I think most probably Gary Player.
He's won 4 of them, I think.
Because the thing is, it's like I don't think they've if I'm correct, since they've changed it to like from 2010, nothing has been held there.
No SA.
Yeah, so it was all the previous version of Houghton or the previous layout.
I wonder why that is. You know, they had the old course and they had all these SA Opens. They changed the course and then gone. Maybe there's too many other courses to host this. Here we go. This is the answer.
Last year, wasn't there?
Was it Joburg Open 2 years last year?
Joburg. Okay, never mind. Okay.
1951, Bobby Locke. 1962, Harold Henning. 1966, Gary Player. 1968, Gary Player. 1976, Dale Hayes. 1979, Gary Player. 1984, Tony Johnson. So Gary actually did 3. And 1992 was the last time the SA Open was held there, and there was only else. There you have it.
Some good players there.
Yeah. All the South African legends are there. What is the time? It's 46. I'm just checking. I've gone through everything. Wow. That's amazing.
Make it.
In 45 minutes, we've gone through everything. Okay.
And an hour.
What would people want to talk
now
about?
What?
Now what? We're just going to sit and stare at each other.
I see in the chat, Brian admits that he is a ringer, so yeah.
Hey.
Like it, Brian. What did I say? Messi, you got it.
Well, he's got to win it. Okay, boys. I want to say thank you very much for watching. We're going to go home, or we're going to go off air early today. And we look forward to seeing you on Sunday. It's going to be fun. I did answer all the questions that I put out there, right?
I think so, yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Lekker. Johnny, champion, quickly. How long did it take for it to actually set in once you got home, or the next day, or the next? How many phone calls, autographs did you have to sign?
It's like, obviously driving back, like I said, I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't there to like. I went to go and play and just have fun because you said don't be grumpy, Donnie. So that was the main objective. And it's like Frikkie is laughing because you know how I get on the golf course. But yeah, no. By the Monday, by Monday it was literally like a few guys phoning saying congrats and everything. So it sat in there. But yeah, still surreal.
Look, Mazzo, I can tell you from my side, me and Donnie, we normally speak daily. Today was the first day that we spoke, so I think it sat in today only.
It was just work as usual when I got to the office on Monday.
Good. Okay, Johnny, go practice because you have a chance to win at Houghton again. Let's see how that goes. Otherwise, everybody.
Not if me and Ian can stop him, eh?
Yes, Ian, you better win that match play game.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah, we need to win. Otherwise, we are out. So,
oh, you're out. And if you win, what happens?
Yeah.
If we win, we will need to wait for the other game, the Eddies and Party, you know, Yaku and Stefan. If they win, the winner, they can also go through. So, yeah, it's all about points difference at the end.
Ooh.
Perfect. It's going to be tight.
Yeah,
I look forward. The moment this is all done, we do the draws for the teams and the singles. So that will be this month. It has to be this month. So something to look forward to. All right, everybody, I'm saying goodbye. Thanks for watching.
Cheers, boys. Keep safe.
Cheers.